Okay, we are live. So, in between the parts, I did a little bit of organizing of my bags. I did some cooking. I'm up to 141 now, and I did a little bit of fishing. I'm at like 29, I think? 29. So, not a significant amount by any means.
What can I do
Um,
for you?
Have a good one.
Good day to
so, I'm
you.
at this vendor
See you
here, and it
later.
looks like there's 2 recipes I
Safe
can learn,
travels.
so I'm going to get those real quick collected. Looks like I got 5 points for that one, and 10 for that one, so those must have been on a number of vendors, so we hit the 2500 mark there. I'm not going to bother doing the daily quest right this minute. For cooking at this point, I want to get some tangy clam meat and some raptor eggs. I'm going to check the auction house to see what they cost, and if they don't cost a lot, or if they cost a lot, I will go farm them. Otherwise, I'll just buy them and level cooking. Let's see, raptor egg, raptor egg, a gold each. Let's see, tangy clam meat is 15 gold each. Okay, so we'll buy, I don't know, 40 raptor eggs, and we'll cook those up and see where that gets us.
I need to get closer.
Oh wait, before I keep going with this, I have catfish from fishing. I guess that's free, so I could just go fish more, grab catfish, but that's already a yellow recipe, so I'll hold off on that, for the moment at least. Okay, 150, there's Journeyman Cook. Oh, achievements. I got a couple of those as well. I got Anvil Mastery, I don't even remember what I crafted in blacksmithing. Oh, I crafted keys. I crafted 10 true silver and 10 gold keys. So that's where I got Anvil Mastery from. And then I got 25 fish from fishing, and now Journeyman Cook. So that is everything that would have been missed offline. Nothing too exciting there. Type stuff offline. And I have a lot of higher level meat, so if I can get to the point where I can get those recipes, then I should be able to get this pretty close to 300, I would think. And maybe it's just something I spend the gold to do to get it up to 300, but I don't know that I want to do that quite yet. Alright, so we're orange at 170. Maybe it'll get me to 180 with what we have left. Or we're yellow, rather. I'm just going to cook all of them. It doesn't make sense not to. As long as they can grant a skill up, it's worth it. Okay, so it's still yellow at 180, which is good. Maybe I can get to 185 if I'm lucky. Not lucky. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so these you have to eat for just taste like chicken, and these as well. Murloc fin soup, we did that. Red Ridge goulash, we'll do that. Okay. So we ate all those. Gonna go over to the cooking trainer, see what he has for me. Looks like I have all the cooking recipes from him up top.
What can I do for you?
Alright, lion steak, buzzard wing, turtle bisque. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any of that stuff.
See you later.
I'm gonna go over to the other side of Stormwind, where the cooking daily is, and do that quickly, because that does get me a skill up, and that will get me the 185, and maybe I'll learn something else that I have the meat for, because I have a lot of meat here. Wolf meat, mystery meat, white spider meat, stuff like that. So let's see what this guy has to
Can I
say
help
here.
you?
Let's see if he can train me on anything. Nothing.
Have a good one.
All right.
Hey there.
What about him? This is Cataclysm
See
stuff.
you later.
All right. So
You need something?
+1 classic cooking skill. I'll get an award and 10,000
For the
XP. Let's
alliance.
go do it. So for this quest, you just come up here and you pick up 6 pumpkins and then you head in. Super simple. Alright, there's 6. Go hand it in, get my 185. I don't think that I'll be able to learn anything new at 185, unfortunately. So I can check for prices of these on the auction house. Maybe buzzard wings will be cheap. I don't know.
Greetings. See you around. Have a good one.
And I get the achievement for a cooking award. I guess I can check if he can train me on anything, right?
Can I help you?
No. 200 is the next thing there.
Be careful.
I did make 27 gold from that quest, so that basically paid for the raptor eggs that I bought. I'll just check buzzard wings. 100 gold apiece. That's absolutely not happening. Turtle meat's 11 gold apiece. That's not happening. And lion meat is 50 gold apiece. None of that's happening. I almost want to go farm buzzard wings for 100 gold apiece. Why are they so expensive? It must be for player housing or something. Otherwise, I have no idea. Alright, so back to what I wanted to do outside of professions for this. I wanted to do dungeons and raids, classic. Go back to incomplete. Actually, classic dungeon master. So, the other thing I did offline was I ran through Ultimate. I wanted to get some. I wanted. I'm sorry, I was reading something else. I wanted to get some transmogs I could put up on the auction house, try to make some gold. Didn't really find anything too great, but it is what it is. I guess I could vendor all this shit. Vendor all this. And then I think I'm gonna just auction house everything in my bags here. I don't think I... And then anything I end up needing... Well, I'll save the meat, I guess. Whatever, I'll just deposit it in my bank. I was trying to keep my bank a little more organized, but...
See you around.
It's fine. Okay, so, Classic Dungeon Master. Let's see. Ragefire Chasm, I'd have to go into Orgrimmar for that. Not really a fan of that. That's Kalimdor. Gnomergan. Let's go there first. So Gnomergan, Scarlet Monastery, Sunken Temple, Lower Blackrock, Sholo and Strat. They're all in the Eastern Kingdoms, so I'll knock out all of those, and Shadowfang Keep. So how do I want to do this? Do I want to go all the way north and then just work my way south? Maybe I'll do that. We have 570 achievement points, and we're at 1.32%. I wouldn't be surprised if running all these dungeons gets me close to 2%. What do I need for 2%? I need 1,269 things. I'll get achievements for every one, so that'll take points up. Not to mention all the transmogs I'll get as we go through. And again, this isn't going to be spam farming them for transmogs or anything. This is simply just going through and getting the achievement. And whatever we collect, we collect. Um, I'll do days where I just dedicate to each instance, probably, and go through and farm everything there is to do. Some of them will probably take more than one day. So as you fly up here, you don't want to get fatigue all the way down. If that goes all the way down, you'll start taking damage, and you'll die pretty quickly. I should make it, I think. Famous last words, but we'll see. We're in Hillsbrad now, and there's Gilneas. Ooh, I'm gonna take damage. Let's see. 43,000. I shouldn't be getting fatigue for too much longer. Oh boy, it's getting close. Wow. I'm like basically at the town. What is going on? Alright. And I have to walk. Unfortunate. I guess that's what I get for reading my email instead of watching where I was going. But I really thought I would make that. I could have bubbled too. I don't know if that would have saved me, but it might have. That might have been my first death. I don't remember if I died to anything else yet. Death to fatigue. That's a good one. Well, I guess the only good thing about running back dead is that you can walk on the water, so you don't have to swim. So this line here usually denotes the fatigue, so I literally was like right on the other side of it, I guess. And you still get fatigue as you are, as you're dead. So if you fatigue all the way down while you're dead, I think it sends you back to the graveyard again. To stop you from corpse running, basically. So I think the furthest north instance here is Scarlet Monastery, so we'll just head there first. And after SM, we'll do the ones in the Plague Land. Actually, Stratholme first? And then I'll work my way around. It really doesn't matter, I'll just go Scarlet Monastery first. I don't need to be that efficient. I just need to kind of get this stuff done. I will check if Logrash is up. He drops a weapon that I know sells for a good amount of money. know if I would use it or not, or if I would sell it at this point. I'm trying to get like a couple 100,000 gold, just so I don't feel like I couldn't buy things if I need them. Is he up? He is. So the pacifier is the weapon you're looking for. No luck. I'm gonna pull up what it's actually selling for right now. There's a website called the Undermine Exchange. If you type in your realm and the weapon, or the whatever, you can search it, and then you can click on the weapon itself, and you can check the region median value. It looks like it's been selling for between 35 and 50,000 gold. And when it last sold 7 days ago for 35,000. So if you ever get like a super rare drop item, it's very important to check that website, because say your realm has it up for 1,000,000 gold, um, and you want to put it up for 950,000 to undercut, so that you can then get the sale. But every other realm has it for 300,000 gold.
Beware.
People are gonna
Our enemies
use their warband,
abound.
transfer the gold to the cheaper server, and buy it there. So if you're looking to make the sale quickly, you're gonna want to have the lowest region price. Um,
I need a target.
so I found it as a pretty useful tool. Alright, got a couple transmogs there. Get the anointed blades. We'll sprint towards the back of the dungeon here. If you're ever lost or confused, you can look at your dungeon maps. I think every dungeon has one now. Very different than Classic, where there were no maps whatsoever, and you just need to know your way. Iron lockbox. Lucky for me, I have keys. Iron lockbox can give me 16 different items I don't have, and BOEs that I don't have, so that works out. I'm not gonna bother trying to get the zone drops and stuff in here for probably a long time. When I'll go back and do stuff like that is like when I build a druid that has a speed set and I can kind of just fly through. Speed is one of the tertiary skills you can get, so it's the secondary skills are like your mastery, your crit, your versatility, stuff like that. And the tertiary skills are your avoidance,
To think
your
you've
parry,
come so far, only to perish here.
leech,
I'll
speed.
honor you with clean
all of 'em?
deaths.
Might be.
My legend begins now. Legend.
Alright. So they sleep you, she reses him, and then you fight them both together.
Arise, my champion.
I don't have a target.
And there is the achievement for Scarlet Monastery. Got the sword and the helm. It's weird that I got that without doing library. They didn't have anything for library. I'm gonna go do library, just because. thought you'd have to do both sides. That's weird. I just came over here to like the what used to be graveyard side first because I thought that's was the lower level of the two, and then I'd go to the other side. Oh, I didn't do my quest. Oh well, I'll do it next time through. So I'll hop into the... Yeah, I guess this is the mop version. Scarlet Halls.
What would you ask of death? Our time will come. Dark Lady watch over you.
She sounds an awful lot like Sylvanas. Hello, loot. There we go.
Archers, attack! Another down! Another down! Do not relent! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
So this, you pick up the shield, they'll just knock you back infinitely, and you just run all the way up here. After that, you come to this room here, of the first boss.
Did you attack? Kill them all! What? No. No! Stop! Obey your master!
So you kill the Houndmaster, the dogs finish him off. You can loot him here. It's important that the dogs do finish him off, because if the dogs heal all these mobs here, you can't get past. I'm killing all these things for the quest.
I don't have a target.
29 out of 50, not bad. Drop down here and kill the Arms Master.
Another chance to catch them.
Another lockbox. Alright. What do we got there? Pair of silver thread boots. Okay. So these mobs here drop these treasures, drop a pile of gold on the floor. It's usually like 2 to 5 or 6 gold, I think. You can either bypass or you can pick it up. To me, it's free gold, so I just pick it up. Alright, you got 2 more packs, and then the last boss of the dungeon. We got no exciting drops here, really. Well, that's okay. And then that is the achievement for Scarlet Halls. Did I not see that on the list? No, it wasn't on this list. Okay. Well, it was still an achievement. I believe there was a key back here somewhere that you had to get to unlock the old Scarlet Monastery. Maybe that's I don't really remember how to do that, so I'll look that up next time I come up here.
Embrace the shadow. Remember,
quests got handed in. Let's just start the group and then leave. I could have swore there was something in this room to pick up a key to unlock the old. Yeah, it's probably some sort of prereq you have to do for it. And I thought there were books in here you were supposed to read too, for another achievement. It's been so long since I've done this stuff. So after this, I will go to Sholomance, I guess, and then Stratholme. And Shadowfang, and then I'll probably Hearth from Shadowfang, assuming I don't run out of bag space before then.
It's too far away.
Okay. Alright, so we're back outside. Go over towards Western Plague, and go into Sholomance. I don't know why my mic is picking up so much, looks like it's picking up background noise, but there's no noise in the room that I'm in, so I don't know what it's picking up. It's probably the fact that it's like a 10-year-old headset. Okay, so we're at 1.33%. We've got about 20 items in Scarlet Monastery. Pretty good for a start, and there's a few transmogs in here as well that I have to learn when I sell them. So you used to need a key to get into this instance. There were a bunch of instances that you needed keys for. I remember this one, and it was like Botanica or something up in Burning Crusade. They took all that out, I believe. And now you can just kind of open the door and walk in. So this is another instance that got revamped in MoP. And you can access the old version of it. And I will unlock the Naxxramas stuff when we get to Wrath of the Lich King, and I'll do all that. I guess technically it's vanilla content,
Class is
but
now in session.
maybe I'll do it as
Class
part of Eastern
dismissed.
Kingdoms when I get bored of doing Eastern Kingdoms things.
I can never. This cannot be!
Is there anything else in here? There's a book. In the Shadow of the Light. I assume it's a book. Yep, here it is. Okay, so this is a completely different instance if you're familiar with the vanilla one. So the next book I need is right here. Grab that real quick. Imperial Leather Helm, it's a new transmog, I'm pretty sure. Just taking these guys down, and we'll kill Jendis.
It takes some real stones to challenge the mistress of emotion. Well,
More transmogs
show
there.
me what you've got.
My dear.
Their deaths only serve to empower my summoners further. Behold! What's the...
Isn't it beautiful? The weaving of flesh and bone. You too are beautiful.
So around here you have to kill these 6
My
mobs
dear,
around the edge of the room.
You should embrace this.
And after that, the next boss will spawn.
Your life ends once I catch my breath.
Come, Voss. Your fate awaits you.
And Rattlegore will spawn here, I think that's his name. Yeah, Rattlegore. There's a rare that spawns in here. I think he drops like a toy or something. It's not here this time, I don't see it on this. Bone fragments were used for something for the old Naxxramas. They don't do anything anymore. They're just a trash item now.
It's too far
Did
away.
you forget, girl?
I am the Dark Master. I command the undead.
I won't let you. What is it you ask?
Now turn your lovely rune blades on our guests and fetch me the...
Okay, so you have to kill
What?
Lillian there. You just beat her up.
Necromancer!
And then you get access to that chest.
Rat!
Last book is up here.
Me to die alone, please.
I need to get closer.
There's something to do for this. I don't know. I'll deal with that afterwards. So down here is Dark Master Ganling, the last
If you
Last
haven't
boss
come to
dances.
study, I'll use you. School is
there's
in
the change
session.
commercial mats. And I will, if I can hit the right button, start a group and leave the party while I hand in my quests. If the NPC comes down here. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe I have to go up to him. Okay. Picked up a bunch more transmog in there. It's pretty good. Next we'll go to Stratholme with the chance at a mount. And I believe it's the only instance in the classic version of the game, the only 5-man instance that had a mount. I'm trying to think. Zul'Gurub was 10-man. And Anexia was a raid, obviously. Although I don't know if the Anexia mount was in Classic. That might have come out when she was revamped in Wrath or whatever the last version of her is. So I will go up to Stratholme. And it looks like it does make me go to the main gate, which is Balnazar, and then the undead side, which is Rivendare. So we'll do the main gate first, and then I will leave, and then instead of running all the way out, and then I'll go back to the undead side. Up to 600 achievement points. Oh, it's called Warband achievement points now. That's cool. I guess because none of these are individual account achievements or individual character achievements anymore. They're all compound. Alright, and we're in Stratholme.
What's
Couple of
on your
quests
mind?
here.
What's your back?
Get some transmog from the quest. Oops. Retribution.
You got my attention. Off with you.
Kill the blacksmith. Okay. Stratholme Holy Water. afraid A-bomb stitching was for a pretty cool crafted chest plate chest back in vanilla.
I don't have a target.
I farmed for that for a really long time.
I need to target.
There's the courier, we'll kill him. Loot the mailbox here. Ribbons tobacco in this, I think. There we go. So sometimes if you sprint through these gates, you can bypass the trap. So I'm gonna try to do that. Just get close to it, activate your sprint, and I made it through without having to sit in there while I kill the rats. This guy drops a piccolo, which is a toy. Got it on the first try, that's awesome.
I need a target. I can't attack that.
So we'll get the ghouls here, and we'll click the mailbox and take the parcel. Get some more undead postmen spawning. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think it's when you click the third one, the boss spawns. So there was the Unforgiven boss. And you can see all the bosses on the left-hand side here, and how many transmogs they have and stuff like that, including the kind of hidden boss, which is the postmaster. There's another box back here somewhere. Here it is. And the boss spawned and instantly died. I don't know how,
I don't have a
but
target.
his name is Post Malone. Got a couple of block pieces from him. There's a locked chest, and I think that's enough for there. So, going to head back towards the main part of the instance. We'll get Timmy over here and then head inside. And the quest Retribution was for the Unforgiven, that ghost boss I just killed, and then also Timmy. So that quest will be done. The Hammersmith is inside, as well as the painting of Love and Family, which is on a wall in there, and then Balthazar is the last boss. Okay, so here's Timmy. Got a couple transmogs from him. Now all these mobs here can drop something called a Righteous Orb.
I need a
And
target.
we will save every single one that we get, because we will need about a bajillion. And there's one right there. So they are used to craft all of the old tier 3 sets that were taken out of the game. So what you can do is you can either buy them on the black market auction house and bid against other people for them, or alternatively you can open up the old Nexramus, or open up the secret Nexramus, which we will do, and you can then go through and clear Nax about 1,000,010 times, and then get the transmogs by crafting them, which might actually be more expensive than bidding for people. It depends on how high the demand is. Sometimes I've seen chest plates and shoulders go for like hundreds of thousands of gold. Other times I've seen pieces like bracers go for 10,000 and you can just get them easily. So it depends on the item, and it depends on the demand of the market. blacksmithing plans, so we'll grab those. That's the plans for Serenity, and I'll learn that. Okay, and here is the
Fire at will.
that was a cool boss back in the day. Your team would have to fire these cannons with the cannonballs back there, because like infinite mobs would spawn right here and fire on you, and the cannons would take them all out. So you would have to kind of fire on them, and then when you ran out of cannons, it was kind of like a soft enrage until you would fight them until they overwhelmed you. So you have to have good boss damage to beat that soft enrage kind of. It was a fun fight. And the reason I'm killing all these mobs here is for the righteous orbs. There's no other reason to. I don't really care about anything else that they might drop. But if I can get a few orbs each run, and I've already gotten 2, you're doing pretty good.
I can't attack that target.
Okay, so this little mini boss here, he drops a righteous orb every time, or I guess he is a boss technically. You get the painting of the planet there, and then the last boss is Balnazar right here. So let's start my group, list it, and leave my party. Kill Balnazar, loot him, and then all of the NPCs should walk in here. Investments. True faith. So you can hand your quests in to them. How come I didn't get credit for Balnazar slain? He's definitely slain. He's right there.
Here there. Be good. Watch your back.
Okay, well, I guess I'll do that the next time we come through.
Interest you on a pint? Off with you. Be good.
You get about 10 gold per quest in here. It's not too bad. In all of these classic dungeons. So now I have to go over to the undead side. I feel like I should go empty my bags real quick. I want to say there's an NPC like right up here though, that I might be able to sell to. So the undead side is the back entrance to Stratholme. It's at the service gate, which is right here in front of you. And I thought there was an NPC here I might be able to sell to.
You need something?
Sell all junk. Perfect. Got just enough space to clear this place out. Made 13 gold selling all that trash and got a whole bunch of appearances. So this is the, why am I in the main gate? What happened? Maybe I was supposed to reset? Reset the instance, let's try that again. Because that is definitely not where you're supposed to zone in.
I'm out of range.
Hopefully it'll put me on the undead side this time, and it does. Alright, so.
Talk to me. Watch your back.
Grab the quests.
Hey, good.
Stratham Holy Water.
Off with
Already had
it.
one from
It's
last
too far
instance, so
away.
that's good.
It's too far away.
Magistrate, killed him, he's a boss. He doesn't usually come all the way down here, but there he was. Or sometimes you can get him before he makes his way to the rest of the instance. If you're quick, he usually doesn't freak out like he just did with his pathing. I don't know what's up with that.
Can I help you?
Banshee essences.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
Kill an A-bomb. Kill Rivendare.
How are you?
And then weapons
Watch
of
your
war.
back.
Kill Blackguard
Walk with
Swordsmith.
you.
Okay. So make sure we do all that. So Death Charger's Reigns is the mount that you can get in here. Never actually gotten it. Farmed it almost 300 times on my main account. It should be a 1 in 100 drop, so my main account is extremely unlucky. That being said, this account's going to have better luck, and we're going to get him first try. Probably not, but I'm hoping for it.
I need to get closer.
There's also a rare gargoyle that spawns here. I don't see him this time. But when you come in here, you can go either to the left or to the right first. It doesn't really matter. If you end up going to the left the way I'm going... Oh, I'm fishing. I'm trying to fish. Let's get freedom back on. When you loop around to the right, you don't hit this trap here. So, that is my reasoning behind doing that. That's Phantom Blade. Interesting. So here's first boss. Kill him. Get a couple transmogs. Every time you kill a boss here in the beginning of these ziggurats, you have to come in and clear it out. You have to clear out the guys inside it to have it count as being destroyed. Over here, there are some blacksmithing plans on the ground. I think I have a quest for it. Okay. Plans for corruption, so we'll grab those, and then the blacksmith, the Blackguard Swordsmith will spawn, and we got a quest to kill him, and we will learn the plans for corruption. Okay. This boss, if you don't kill her fast enough, she mind controls. Can cause it to reset if you're the only one here, but we one-shot everything at this point, so we're good. That's the second boss down. And you're just gonna work your way this way. No special boss here this time, you can just keep walking through. Get a whole bunch of greens from all these guys. Kill the next boss. Fashionista waste. Ooh, Heaven's Light. Let's make sure I move that so that I check the price before I sell it. Okay, so that's all three ziggurats cleared. Down here and you can bypass most of this trash, or you can kill it if you want runes of gold, rune cloth or mage weave or whatever drops in here. So the magistrate that I killed at the very beginning of the dungeon, he would be here if you didn't kill him there, if you let him go, and you would fight him there. And now you come in here and you kill all the A-bombs. Tons and tons of greens, which is awesome. You should see that percentage start to jump here when I sell everything. Okay, and now we fight Ramstein, which we have a quest for. skeletons will spawn out, you can just drop an AoE here and they'll all run into it and die. They don't give you any loot or anything. Once they're all dead, 5 elite mobs will spawn right here. And you can take care of them pretty easily. And you're on to the last boss. Come in here, and this is the one that drops them
I
out.
don't have a target.
And there is Stratholme complete. Not this time. That's okay, maybe next time. Alright, I'm going to create my group now, and then I'm going to list the group, and then leave it. And I should be able to come out here and hand in all my quests. And I think the reason I didn't get credit for Balnazar before is because I did that trick before I fought him. And it didn't consider me as part of the instance group anymore, so I don't think I got the credit for Balnazar
Hey there.
for the
Be
quest.
Well met.
But it doesn't matter, we got the loot and
Farewell.
kill. So you would think that that portal would be a portal out of here. Apparently it's not for us, so can't take that one, unfortunately.
What's on your mind? Be good.
Alright, there we go. One run of Stratholme, both sides, and we are at 24.42% done with that instance. But that being said, even if we were 100% done and every item dropped as we went through, we would still need to come in here to farm endless righteous orbs. So after this, I'm going to fly back over all the way past Undercity and into Silverpine Forest, and over there we're going to do Shadowfang Keep. I wonder if there's a vendor at Fiona's Caravan. You know what, I'll just stop and Shadow... Alright, another grade. I'll stop at Shadow, or right outside Shadowfang Keep. There's a town, like right here, I think. And then there's the instance, so... I'll make sure I have plenty of room in my bags so that I can loot everything in there without an issue. I'm gonna check Undermine Exchange while I'm flying to see what Heaven's Light sells for. Oh, it sells for next to nothing. Looks like there's one available. There's 2 available in Area 52 right now. They're up for 10 and 14,000. The last one that sold was 1,300 gold. So I can try putting it up on the auction house, but I won't hold my breath on that one. I might just end up learning it. One of these days I'll find the big ticket item. Maybe a Shadow Blade will drop in here. Oh, you know, I'm saying that there's a town here, but it's a horde town, which makes it pretty tough for an alliance to go sell stuff unless there's a neutral NPC somewhere. There might be one up here actually, but I'm not gonna bother. We'll just go into Shadowfang and hopefully I don't get more than like 20 items. And this is why I need that mount from Pandaria. Is anybody mounted out here? No such luck. Okay. We'll just head inside and do our thing. Okay, grab the quest.
What's your story? We are bound by a common enemy.
I need a target.
Did I get that? Got looted? No. It's so lagged, it says I just killed Ramstein. Oh, wrong instance.
I can't attack that.
Alright, so first boss is right there. Hop down, kill him real quick, get a couple transmogs. Just make sure you hand in your quests.
Get Gavin or get
Sometimes it
going.
takes a minute.
You
And if
wouldn't
you
want
don't
to
hand
see
them in
me when I'm
after each
angry.
boss, you'll have to come back through here again and do them next time you go through. So now you have to wait, I think. I don't think you have to talk to him, right? Do you have to talk to him?
I got a bad feeling. Keep your chin.
No, I think it's just a waiting game. Like, they have to go through their RP and then they come and open this door. Okay. Come down here, kill the mobs. So there are, if I minimize quests here and go to normal and go to zone drops, there are zone drops in here that are extremely expensive. If you get a Shadow Fang, you're looking at a couple 100,000 gold. I would think minimum, but I can't imagine seeing one for less than that. So I'm going to kill every mob in this place every time I come in here until I get a couple of those. Well, at least one. If I get one right now, I'll probably sell it, and then farm myself another over time.
I don't have a target.
Couple drops from him. Oh, Commander Springvale is part of this quest now. Okay, so there's nothing to pick up there. So up here, you go to the left to progress. I'm gonna go to the right, as there is a room full of mobs and sometimes a treasure chest.
I need a target.
I don't see a chest. Let's see what is there over here. It's just a pack of mobs. Okay. Oh, there's the chest. Large battered chest. Alright. Copper gauntlets pattern. And we will learn that. Blacksmithing. These are all things I'll have to craft for transmog, which should come as no surprise at this point.
I don't have a target.
I'm out of inventory space, which kind of sucks. Try to get rid of like food and stuff first before I get rid of any items. There there's Springvale. Got 2 transmogs from him. And I don't think the guy for the quest hand-in ends up coming in here. I think he just goes through to the next part, and you talk to him out on this bridge. What can I get rid of? Cracked stone, potions, tasty omelets, Murloc fin soup. It sucks destroying this stuff. Very gold inefficient. Oh, let's open this. See if I get thistle tea. Did not.
We've been walled up for far too long. Good day.
Let's kill Walden. Get rid of the food, potions. So cloth and stuff is fine because I have the reagent bag, but unfortunately all these transmogs can't really get rid of. And there's nothing I can really do about that. These can drop a Duskbringer. I think that sells for a lot too. There's another chest here, but it's locked. Let's see. Can I use a key on it? I can. Oh man, I didn't know that. I don't want the cornbread. It can stay there. These guys can all drop Duskbringer. Who drops the Shadowfang? That's the mob I need to find.
I need to target something first.
It's like every mob here is dropping a green and I'm rapidly running out of space. Key to the city. I don't need that. Drops every time. Clam chowder. Alright, here is Walden. He's dead. Butcher's Cleaver. That's a good one. Again, some more RP you have to wait for. There's a lot of that in this place. Make sure you hand in your quest here. I've missed this countless times.
What can I do for you?
Alright, and then Godfrey is the last guy. Get a couple of
Long
transfer
live
pieces from him.
Greymane.
Okay, now you have to wait here again for him to open the door. And I don't need to bother creating a group here because I'm going to hurt that after this. So here's the last boss. Kill him, and we get the achievement Shadowfang Keep. Got Fashionista legs for 100 legs, and got 2 more transmogs off him. Hand in our quest here. I'll have to drop something. I can drop the Blades of the Anointed, and I can drop Bone Fragments.
Any friend agreeing is a friend of mine.
Get a whole bunch of transmogs for that quest, and we can Hearth. We're at 1.39%. Let's see where this gets us. Sell junk. Machinista hand. Okay. And I'm just going to sell it. These chimes will significantly slow down as we go on with this challenge. There's a lot going on right now, but there will not be. Unholy weapon. True faith. Don't need holy water anymore. Did the quest. These can go into my warband, and I will check Heaven's Light. Alright, so that got me 0.3% all that. That's pretty good. So we're at 1.42 now. Let's see, Heaven's Light. Looks like one's up there for 11,000. I'll put mine up for 9,999. I don't think there's any way in the world that that's gonna sell. Other realms have it up for like 400 gold, so we will see. True Faith and Unholy will go into the warband.
Hey there.
True Faith and Unholy. Alright.
Have a good one.
So now we need Gnomrigan, Sunken Temple, and Lower Blackrock Spire on this continent. And everything else is over on the Kalimdor side. Ooh, I have mail. Postmaster, what did I miss? Oh, they really wanted me to have that cornbread, huh? Well, I'll eat it. And we will move on. So we'll do Gnomrigan quick, and then we'll go do Lower Blackrock, and then Sunken Temple as the last one on this continent. And I don't have any idea how I'm going to get into Ragefire unless I death run in there. But since these are Warband achievements now, or so says the title, I might just be able to do that on a Horde character and not have to deal with all that. But I'm sure that there's an Alliance quest to do it there anyway, so... I am over here by Gnomrigan. Sorry, I was answering some text messages. So we'll hop into Gnomer. And if I'm remembering correctly, this is definitely not... Oh, damn, I just missed it. This is not an instance I'm going to farm on this character. I'll run it once, obviously, for the achievement, and for anything I might get. I'm going to farm it on an engineer, because I think there's a ton of engineering So this might be the only time I go through on my paladin here. So out of this instance as well, I'll just hearth. There's no reason to try to death warp out, because I need to go all the way back south to Lower Blackrock, and it's probably just faster to go from Stormwind. And being human, having 2 redstones, it's pretty easy. Alright, so Nomer, another instance with tons of drops.
I need a target.
Tons of blue drops, tons of worthwhile drops if you were to actually run the place. Tons of different bosses. I'm just gonna do this for the achievement. I'm gonna just hop down here, we'll fight Vicious Fallout, and we'll just fly through this place as quickly as we can. Got 2 of the needed items there. And like I said here, if you look down, was it Thermoplug? So here's a schematic for engineering from this punch matrix, and then here's the last boss Thermoplug, and look, he drops all of these engineering patterns. So yeah, I'm not going to waste my time trying to farm this place off my paladin when you'll need to bring an engineer through here. Heavy blasting powder. This is like an engineer's paradise, this place.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
I am killing these mobs just for a chance at anything that might drop, but I'm not expecting much of anything. Bronze framework. Alright, there's a heavy lockbox, let's see. Doesn't look like it could drop me anything I need pattern-wise, or it would show it on there. Let's see what it has. Oh, there's a globe I don't have, so we'll take that. And that is why I crafted those keys. I don't want to be stuck with 8 million lockboxes in my inventory until I create a rogue. So, to me, for a couple gold bars or a couple true silver bars, it's absolutely worth having it on me. Alright, so we'll come up here to the second boss. This is actually like the 3rd or the 4th boss if you're not skipping everything like I am.
Electric justice!
So we'll kill him. He dropped 2 of the same item, unfortunately. I'm just gonna bubble jump, so take half my health. Fall damage. Come over here, hand this in, and pick up the last quest.
Be seeing you.
For Thermoplug. And this is the last hallway. Leads down to Thermoplug. I got a leatherworking pattern for Pilfer's gloves. Needed those in sod, actually. Pretty sure. And there are little like mechanical robots that run up on you and sound an alarm and stuff on this hallway. You can just kill them. It really doesn't even matter. They just spawn like an extra chicken mob, if or maybe it's an extra one of these robot mobs. to the second to last pack, and then this is the boss room, the final chamber.
It's too far away.
Unfortunately, I didn't get anything that was that great in here, but
I don't have a target.
Usurpers!
I got the achievement, and that's what matters. And we got the shield and the axe. And then we can hand in the last quest back over here. There's actually a secret boss in here
Greetings.
that I don't believe I can solo.
Daylight's burning.
You come back over here behind one of these things. Let's see if I can just show you. I don't remember which one it was. But there's like a little red button in the back of one of these. And what you do is you click it and then another boss spawns like Thermoplug. And he is max level and he hits like a truck, and it took me like getting a couple of my friends together to kill it in, I think it was the last expansion on my other account. But we got the achievement for Nomer, and we are out. So let's sell the junk.
Honored, I'm sure.
Sell the greens. We'll check if the Pilfer's gloves are worth anything. If not, we'll just throw them in our warband bank. 500 gold. We'll just throw them in my warband bank. Grime encrusted object has 10 different uses. We'll hold on to that for now.
Making a special purchase?
I don't know why these didn't sell. And the workshop key, I don't want. Alright.
Off and away.
I don't want the safe parachute either. Okay.
You need something?
So, warband bank. Leather. Grime encrusted object. And I'll keep the cooking recipe in my actual bank here. And deposit all my reagents. Good.
Safe travels.
Alright, to lower Blackrock Spire. And will it take me 13 minutes to clear that place? Probably not. So I might have to create a party to hop out, but that's okay. Alright, so we are in Blackrock Spire again. And we went into lower Blackrock Spire earlier to see if there was anything that I could solo, but I had Chromie time on, and it just wasn't possible. Not quickly, anyway. So now that Chromie time is not on, we'll just hop in. Should be able to clear the place very simply. Alright, so all the mobs are level 29. Makes a large difference. They dropped Rune Cloth in here. Okay, so this is to kill the 3 main bosses this quest. I'm not going to bother doing the offshoot things in here that you can do at this point. I'm just going through for completion of the place, and I'll come back in here at some other point and farm the rare stuff. We'll be in here with a rogue quite a lot to get lockboxes for the insane tile. I think you need 1,400 of them, something like that. I Plus, I think they sell for about 500 or 600 gold apiece, so it might be something that I do for a little bit of passive income. Kind of farm 100 mobs. 40 or 500, farm 100 lockboxes, make quick 60,000 gold.
I need a target.
So here's a rare, kill him, get Butcher's Apron, that's good. This is the first boss, Howler Umok. Take care of him. Sometimes there's a rare up here. I forget what he's called. Some sort of caster rare. Wasn't there this time. It'd be weird to see the rare that I killed here and then the caster rare at the same time. You can kind of wall clip this and jump up and skip that pack and take a shortcut over here.
I need to get closer.
That pack probably drops all the good loot, but it's okay. For some reason, I seem to remember Powerful Mojo selling for a lot. Looks like it's used in a bunch of stuff, though. There's your second boss. More transmogs there. .43%. It's climbing. Okay, got a chest here. Use my key on it. That's so cool you can do this, I had no idea. Just figured I would try it. Thick leather will take that. Okay, this is the second boss for the quest we have, and the third boss overall. So he's slain. We got one transmog and a neck piece. Also got an 80 rune cloth so far, which is nice. Looks like rune cloth is used in 115 different crafted things. Almost at 16,000 gold. Getting there slowly. No, this is much slower doing this older stuff than it would be if I were fighting max level mobs and stuff. This is not really where the gold is at. Yes, you can make a lot of gold in older content, but it really depends on selling like rare, exceedingly rare drops for the most part. Which is why I went to hold them in before, so I wanted to see if I can get one of those items that would sell for 200,000 or 300,000 gold. In here, there's a rare mob, and I don't know, I haven't seen him. He drops the Arcanite Reaver Plans, which was like one of the best weapons at level 60 back in the day. Unfortunately, he's not up this go. These mobs can drop an epic tailoring this run's saving for something crazy here. Okay, so here's a lot of spider silks and all different things like that. It's a very easy place to farm that if you need some. Alright, so we got the smaller web egg, which is a pet. We also got the gilded gauntlets. Oh, I didn't even realize the rare was in here. So we got the spider, the fang of the crystal spider from that rare mob, Crystal Fang. Crystal Fang has 2 other things it can drop for us. Now there's a way to spawn over here, but I don't have the items for it, so I'm gonna just bypass that. I'm kind of just taking my time because I have 4 minutes on Earth. We're almost at the end here. Master's the next boss, he's dead. Got the orc carrier, there's another pet. Okay, here's the next boss. The Iron Bracers and the Fashionista wrist for 100 wrists. Another boss spawns in. Got 2 transmogs on him. Let's see, what do we have left here? There's a potential rare, and then the last boss. So that's all there is left to this instance. Rare, I think, would be like right in here. One of these 2 packs. There's another treasure chest, we'll get that. I'm gonna have to create more gold rings. Or gold keys, rather. So 1 minute 20 on my hearth, and we got like 3 packs of the boss. Might have to end up waiting a few seconds, but it's not a big deal. You'd have to wait a minute anyway to get teleported out, right? So.
I'm out of range.
Okay, and here's the last boss. He also can drop lance from a giant chicken, which he did not. But I got 2 weapon transmogs from him, and I have 30 seconds on my hearth. So let's just refresh this. We're at 1.47%. That's pretty good. 1,000 things until 2%. I don't think I'll get there today, but shouldn't take too much longer. So in 10 seconds we'll hearth out, and then we can go to our next dungeon, which is Sunken Temple. So we'll empty the bags one more time here.
Greetings.
Okay. The venom sacks, don't need those. I'm gonna get rid of Mock's head as well. I don't foresee myself going back there anytime soon.
Alrighty then.
And when I do, it's easy enough to farm. Okay, so now we are going back to Swamp of Sorrows, to the Temple of Altar, or also known as Sunken Temple. It's the last instance. I guess technically Zul'Gurub is considered an instance for vanilla. Technically, it got remade. It's not really a vanilla instance anymore. It's Cataclysm? When did it get remade? I think it was Cataclysm. Sunken Temple is another one that also got remade. It used to be a very mazy, large instance. You had to kill tons of mini bosses and get things to spawn, and it is not the same. It's also not an instance I'm gonna farm on this paladin. It's got a ton of leatherworking patterns in there, so whatever character I make a leatherworker, that's gonna be its home. I think someone's mounted on a Bruiser mount down there. I can't justify spending $90 on that. It's nice to have, like, an auction house with you at all times. It's super, super nice, don't get me wrong, but, like, there's no way I'm spending $90 on that. If I do, it would be through in-game gold. Like, you know, if I got an item that was worth $1,000,000 gold, 2,000,000 gold, and I could turn that into 3 tokens, and then you're almost, you're almost there. It would probably need to be more than that. $90 is probably like, I don't know, it's a lot of tokens.
It is Lord Itharius.
6 tokens.
Thank you very much.
Something like that. This is going to stop me from getting a quest. It's also not a quest for inside the Sunken Temple, so I'm gonna just pass on that from now. We'll head down here and hopefully I can find my way in without too much trouble. This used to be a big maze too. Unfortunately, sprint does not speed you up underwater. Alright, so we're in Sunken Temple. There is a bunch
I
of stuff
remain
here.
in service to the Green
Quests.
Dragonflight. We live in interesting
Oh, it says there's
times.
breadcrumb quests available.
Let your dreams guide you.
For a bunch of these. So I'm actually gonna just abandon them. I don't want to do anything where I'm missing out on a breadcrumb quest. So, anyway, there's only a few bosses here. It's a very easy dungeon. Just go this way. We'll come back down. We'll, clear it below. And as I was saying about the patterns before, leatherworking, leatherworking. Is that it? There's only 2? I thought there were like a whole bunch. Oh, maybe I overestimated that. There were like 5 or 6 in here. So I'm just up over 16,000 gold. Decent little gold farm in this episode today, this stream. I guess it'll depend how good it was, if things sell in the auction house or not, but get a little more room cloth here.
The Soul Flayer comes!
I don't know how there's possibly 285 things in this instance. Holidays. 485 things. Holidays. Lunar Festival. Coin of Ancestry. That's why. So, yeah. There are definitely nowhere near 485 things in this instance. There's probably 60 in total. But yes, this instance I will come through with a skinner and a leatherworker. So look, skinning has dream scale. Oh look, there's some bosses. They kind of just spawn in on you after the first boss is dead.
It's too far away.
Okay, so here you just click this Shrine of the Soul Flayer, you should spawn the boss. Okay, get a couple weapon transmogs, that's nice. I'm gonna just go up this way and clear some more of the trash. See if any of these zone drops will drop for me. We'll head down here towards the last boss. Last bosses, I guess. So here are 2 bosses right here. Very simple. Got a ring and a belt. And here's the last boss, the Shade of Arrakis. This will get us the achievement for Sunken items collected, 2,801. I don't know where this is gonna put me. Hopefully, somewhere way outside of the temple itself, so I can just mount and be on my way. Trying to think of which instance I should do next. I might just take the portal to Tenaris and then fly up and do Razorfang Crawl. I know that that instance can yield you lots and lots of gold. I might do it a couple times just before I end the stream. It's one that I have to do anyway for the achievement, but it's also very lucrative. There's a lot of BOE blue drops in there. There's a lot of trash. And I don't think a lot of people farm it, to be honest. Oh man, I'm stuck here. I guess that's good for when you want to actually farm this dungeon. It puts you right outside. But I don't want to farm this dungeon. I want to leave. Alright, all the way out. And we can fly, I guess, back to Stormwind. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do around here. You know what? I'm just gonna go do Ultimate again. I didn't do it on stream yet, so I'll do it real quick on stream, and then I will hearth to Stormwind. It's just where you can make the most gold in this game the quickest. Well, not the quickest necessarily, but it's where you can make the most gold in one item. There are items in there that sell for multiple millions of gold. It's definitely worth doing. So we'll just farm or fly straight north here to Badlands. I'm not worried about ore or anything else at this point. I'm just trying to get some transmogs and trying to make some gold. And get this achievement done for Classic Dungeon Master. So if you look at the achievements here for Dungeons and Raids under Classic, I'm at 16 out of 25 now, so we'll filter to Incomplete. There's Ragefire in Orgrimmar. That's a tough one for Alliance to do, but we'll figure out a way. If I have to corpse run it, we'll do that. Black Fathom, Razorfen Downs, Morven, Leaders of Sholomance. What? I did Sholomance. Oh, that's the old Sholomance. Alright, I'm gonna have to unlock that, I guess. Alright, so we're over here at Uldaman. Now there's two different Uldamans. There's the one that came out in Dragonflight, I think, and then there's the old one. We're going to the old one. So this is the new one up here, this path. The old one is down here. All of these mobs in here can drop stuff that is worth lots and lots of gold. So this guy out here has like 6 blues he can drop from his table. I don't go too crazy farming the guys outside the instance, although one can make an argument that it would be just as good to farm them. And then you can just drop down here. Looks like there's someone here farming this already. I'll make sure all my instances are reset, and we're gonna hop inside. There's a bunch of quests here. I'll do those all later. I'm sure I'll get some sort of breadcrumb quests from doing Badlands, which will probably be my next zone. Cloth in here is silk. It's the same as, I think, Sunken Temple. Drop silk. Also some mage weave. It's nice. Come down here. It's a bunch of mobs, and there's a, I think it's a horde only boss in here. Or pants. I don't think any of these things are really worth that much gold. I had a tracker at some point that would tell you, like you would start it up when you would join the instance, and it would tell you how much you made worth of drops if you were to sell everything on the market. I didn't find it to be that accurate, so it was kind of like one of those things where it's like, oh, it said I made 100,000 gold, and like you sell everything and you made like 15,000. Alright, so we got club transmog. So it was like one of those add-ons that was kind of like hyping me up, and then I realized that I didn't make anywhere near what it said, so I just got rid of it. But it was kind of nice to know like an about, you know, if you got something like super rare, you would know.
I'm out of range.
I guess it's easy to know I'm not getting anything super rare right now because I'm getting nothing but cloth and gray items. Boss is spawning. Just try to kill the trash while the boss is spawning. Go get the boss. Open door.
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
Good. Got another transmog from that boss. Now I did clear this twice off stream, so there are going to be transmogs I already have. But unfortunately, I didn't get anything that would be worth a huge amount of gold. Mystery meat should help with cooking. Really looking for any blue off this trash. Any blue off this trash would be very, very nice.
I don't have a target.
Sometimes the greens sell for a good amount. Not really worried about the greens. Just I would want the big drop blues here. So if you look at the zone drops here, I think Papal Fez sells for a lot. I know that's a helm, so it kind of goes against what I was just saying. What else is there? There was something in here. The Ginsu sword should sell for a lot, I think. Pendulum of Doom, that's the one. You get that, and you're set for gold. You don't need gold anymore. You made it all. So fingers crossed, right? Let's open this chest. It's gotta be in the line of sight.
I need a target.
And the crazy thing about it is, if you do farm it and you get the Pendulum of Doom, I could probably get, if you were to get a couple million gold for it, and I don't think that that's anything outrageous. Do you do that? Knowing that you're gonna have to come in here and farm to get gold drops? Or do you just use it because it is so rare? think at this point on my account, I sell it. There's just so much I could buy with gold like that, including game time and midnight, and all of the mounts I would want.
I don't have a target.
It would just be such a ridiculous amount of gold. I don't know why my auto loot isn't working. But unfortunately, it looks like this is going to be another run where I don't really get very much anything in here. There are a few mobs left, but it's nothing. I've killed the majority of them already, I feel like.
My Taurus are speared. Slay them!
Got another transmog there, that's good.
Me, Grimlock, king!
I'm out of
Make sure I
range.
kill these brawlers, even though there's no wood. You get a lot of items in here, don't get me wrong. I've been lucky enough to see blues. It's probably still worth running even if you don't get blues. I think a lot of the greens sell. I've just been vendoring them all because I need the transmogs. The greens have a good selling point too. Maybe 1,000 or 2 gold. So where I'm at in the game right now, 1,000 gold is pretty significant.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Alright, so you have to click these. This used to require multiple people to click. I don't know when they changed it, but now you can just do it all yourself, which is good, because you don't want to have to share loot with anybody in here. This is a place where you definitely want all the loot all to yourself. Getting lots and lots of cloth. Gonna be able to power level a tailor like no problem, probably all the way up to 300. Mage weave. And here's the last 2 packs in the dungeon. Or I guess last pack.
I can't attack them.
And we get no blues again.
I need to get closer.
Never lucky. So here's the last boss. And then behind the last boss there's a treasure chest. Usually gives you like 3 greens. So that's good for transmog purposes. And I made it just in time with 15 seconds left on my hearth.
Who dares awaken Arcadus? Who dares the wrath of the Makers?
Alright, and I lied, I guess. There's only 2 greens that time, and now we're going to hearth. And I'm going to call this stream here, so thanks for everybody who's watching along with the series. Realms are going to be down tomorrow. Can't really play when realms are down. Maybe tomorrow night, maybe I can do a stream late. Otherwise, when realms are back up on Wednesday, I will try to get a couple more hours in. We'll try to finish the classic Dungeon Master. and continue on
Would
with
you
our
like to purchase
professions,
something?
and then get back into our next zone for questing. So let's see where we finish off here.
Very well then.
Refresh. We are at 1.49%. Pretty good little stream. Let's check my recovered items here. A couple more weapons to just vendor. Alright, so we'll do that.
Greetings.
Extra 6 gold. Alright,
Very good.
16,000.